Hey guys, Angry Monkey here.
With Jackson Ferrell from Hot Pile of Garbage.
And Junpei just learned in this episode of 999, well, in the last episode of 999, but 7 doesn't have his memory back. He has amnesia. And so... 7,
and everyone else knew it.
Yeah, so Junpei's like, well, what's going on? And 7's like, oh, okay, I'm going to explain this to you. So that's where we're at.
Yep. I told the rest of them before we ran into you on the stairs. I told them I couldn't remember a dang thing from before I woke up. What?
Then, almost as if to save Junpei from further embarrassment...
It showed a shot of the beds.
Yeah, for no reason. A bell began to ring from far... Oh.
That's what a bell ringing looks like. It looks
it looks like beds. It sounded as though it was the clock at the main stairway. Junpei counted each chime carefully.
10, 11, 12, 5. No, 3!
It's midnight. Oh. It's midnight.
June, you got a frog in your throat there?
Yeah, sorry. There was some...
I know the feeling!
That means we still have 6 hours left, right?
What?
Oh boy! We don't have any time to screw around.
With our voices?
Yeah, of course. Let's get going. We gotta find the missing parts for the Reds.
What do you mean, find? How on earth do you propose we do that?
We've looked everywhere in this room. That only leaves one place to look.
One?
Well, I guess that's not really right. Huh.
Well, wait!
Whoa, that was loud.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Don't tell me you mean we need to search all of the other rooms?
Don't freak out. We already searched 4 of them.
4 rooms?
We just have to split up the rest between the 8 of us. If each person does 6 rooms, that'll be 48 rooms, right?
So there are 48 rooms left?
Dang. Her earlier experiences had apparently not encouraged Lotus to trust 7. 7 scratched his head awkwardly.
I don't know. Huh.
After a little more discussion, they split up and headed towards the rooms to begin searching them. Junpei was chosen to search the rooms on the starboard side, moving from fore to aft. They also determined when they would return to report their findings the next time the clock sounded the time. When it did, they would meet back in a large central room full of beds. So they're going to spend an hour, and so they're only going to have, what, 5 hours? They're going to have, 5 hours left.
Efficient time management. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Well, I mean, I guess it is efficient that they have a warning of, like, okay, time's up, but
Yeah.
to search an entire hour.
It is kind of like, what else are you going to use for your signal?
I guess, but it's still just one of those, like, man, wasting a whole hour.
Mhm.
But
Yeah, you'd think one of them would have a watch on them, so that,
I mean, maybe Zero removed the watches, put the bracelet on.
yeah.
I don't know.
And we haven't found a timepiece, so...
Yeah. The details decided, they left to begin searching. Out in the hallway they went, each to the rooms they'd been assigned. However... However...
Chime.
From far away, Junpei heard the bell ring. It did so only once. It was 1 a.m.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Well, time to tell everyone what I found in the rooms. I don't even know what I found in the rooms yet.
I don't know.
You know what I found in the rooms.
Actually, I don't. He jogged through the entrance of the large hospital room to find 6 of the others already there.
Ooh.
Yeah. Ace, Santa, Clover, June, 7, and Lotus. They had gathered in front of the door number 8. Or perhaps, to be accurate, they had gathered in front of the red next to door number... Really? Had to be that specific? Had one of them found the missing piece?
I think the writers are paid by the word.
I think so.
What happened, guys?
It was June who answered him.
Jumpy, look.
She was pointing at the red. He pushed through the others until he stood in front of it.
Oh, it's on a timer.
Immediately, he knew what she had meant. The display on the front of the red vacant. The red vacant.
Red.
Junpei sighed.
Come on, guys. Who was it? I thought we're supposed to yell if we found it.
Oh.
Junpei wondered why she was hesitating. The others looked as confused as June, but kept their mouths shut.
What the crap? What is up with you guys?
They all knew something he didn't, and Junpei wasn't about to leave things that way. Finally, Lotus frowned and spoke.
Well, that's the thing. We don't know.
You don't know?
When I got back, it was already like this. There was no one else here. That means I was the first one back. But the missing parts were already back in the red.
Junpei looked at the bottom of the red again, just to make sure. It looks exactly the same, but whatever. The slot had been open on the bottom, was now covered with metal. Yeah, it looks exactly the same, but whatever. Clearly, whatever had been missing had been returned.
Narration there just saved the art team a little extra work.
Yeah.
What about the other two?
They're the same.
Junpei quickly examined the other two boxes. So door 7 and door 3 and door 8. Satisfied that they were all repaired but still very confused, he returned to the others.
I was about to guess they were on a timer, but apparently someone, I'm guessing Zero, snuck the parts in there. I don't know. Anyway, nobody has any idea what the fat happened here, right? That's actually, my dad was a member of a Christian campus ministry organization called the Navigators, and one of, while he was there, that was their euphemism of choice, what the fat.
Oh, that's a new one. I've never heard that one.
Yeah. Use it in everyday conversation, kids. We're bringing back what the fat.
7 raised his hands as if to say, not me, and Santa just shrugged. Only Clover lowered her head and did nothing.
Huh? Wait a minute.
That was when he noticed.
Where's Snake? Snake!
What happened? Snake! I was hoping that one of us would have done that reference. If you were going to, I was going to. Junpei swept his eyes across the room a second time, but Snake was nowhere to be seen.
Does that mean that he found them? I've no idea. There's nothing to suggest it, but nothing to suggest he didn't either.
I don't suppose we'll know until we can ask him in person.
Well, whatever he did or didn't do, he's pretty daggone late. What the crud is he up to?
Maybe he's lost. He is blind.
Yeah, well, that seems likely. He is blind. I don't know how he gets around in the first place.
You gotta love that third line break.
Yeah. Clover raised her head. Okay, here we go.
No, that's impossible.
Suddenly, she was shouting.
Yeah, my brother's blind, but he's got really good hearing. He can get around as well as anyone who can see. So he could get lost. That's impossible.
Clover had started to shake, and the knuckles of her hands had gone white. She spun around, but before she did, Junpei noticed tears welling up in her eyes.
I'm gonna look for him.
The words were barely out of her mouth when she began to run.
Hey! Hold on, Clover, wait!
Junpei cried out to her, but he was too slow. She kept going, and before anyone else could react, she was gone.
Daggone it. What should we do now?
Well,
the red is working now.
so Snake's missing, Clover went off somewhere. That's definitely not looking good for all of us.
People are
No.
disappearing.
We're not leaving 2 people behind. We should go look for them and waste another hour.
Oh man, this ain't good.
Oh yes, what an excellent idea. We just wasted a bunch of time looking for some pieces of electronic junk. Now let's waste some more time by looking for a couple of idiots, man.
Then remain here if you feel you must, but there's no time. We've only 5 hours left.
Junpei and the others nodded to one another and took off at a run. In front of the stairs that led to B deck, they decided to split up and search for clues, like Scooby-Doo. They quickly assigned search areas and went their separate ways. Soon, only 2 of them were left. Those two were Junpei and June, who had,
Yes!
yes, alone time with my girlfriend. I mean,
My friend.
yes,
Who's a girl?
who's not my girlfriend, who had been a few steps behind the others.
All right, we should go too.
Yes, let's go. Where should we start?
Let's see. Casino, B-deck, first class cabin, hallway with all the rooms, or back to the large hospital room. I'm feeling the casino. How about the casino on B-deck?
Okay, sounds good.
They took off up the stairs at a run.
Okay.
Before they knew it, they were there. So was Lotus. She was leaning against the wall, examining her nails. Are you gonna do anything, Lotus?
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
My nails?
She glanced up at him, unimpressed.
Isn't it obvious? I'm looking for Snake.
I'm just not seeing it.
Really? Here, take a look at my nails.
See, they're pretty, aren't they?
Maybe you need to look harder.
At my nails.
See, he's really small now.
Junpei didn't think that was the problem.
Oh, by the way, I've got a proposal for you two. Care to hear it?
Yeah, give us what you got.
Well, I don't like to beat around the bush, so I'll get right to it. Why don't we team up?
Team up?
Yeah. What, you need me to explain it to you? I'm saying, why don't we go through a numbered door?
Even if we wanted to, that's impossible.
Why?
Jumpy's bracelet is 5, mine is 6, and yours is 8. Our digital route would be 1.
5 plus 6 plus 8 equals 18. Okay, that equals 10. That
Math,
equals
math.
1. Yeah.
But there's no number 1 door in the large hospital room. The only doors there are 3, 7, and 8.
Then we add another person.
Huh?
Who?
Oh, sorry.
What? Isn't that easy? 7.
She was right. They added 7.
Math, 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 math.
Then the 4 of them could go through door 8. But
Whoa, hold on a sec. What about the other 4?
Why don't you add them up?
That was simple enough. The game did it for us.
so that
The
would be
digital
1.
route for those 4 would be 1.
That's right.
And you know the number 1 door isn't in the big hospital room, right?
Of course I know that.
No. Are you saying leave them behind?
Of course not. What kind of a woman do you think I am?
A lazy one?
Once we get off the ship, we can come back and rescue them, couldn't we? Then we wouldn't really be leaving them behind.
Don't try to lie to us. I don't think you do anything of the sort.
Really? Why do you think that?
You remember, don't you? We have less than 5 hours left. Even if we manage to escape, there's no way we can come back to rescue them in less than 5 hours.
Well, you never know until you try.
No, no. You're not thinking this through. Even if we brought 7 with us, we wouldn't be able to get off the ship. The 4 of us couldn't open door 9.
Okay, hold on. Gotta lean in close. It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that carries a 9.
Yeah, that's right. The digital route for us 4 would be 8, so we'd have to add Ace to make 9.
Right. Unless we bring Ace 2, we'll be stuck. Lotus scratched the back of her ear.
Oh, Well, that's unfortunate.
She didn't sound particularly bothered by what Junpei said.
Nor did she seem particularly surprised.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Parents are on their way home, and we gotta move one of the vehicles.
Gotcha.
I guess we'll finish up with Lotus here, and then we'll call this an episode. And
Okay.
take care of that event outside.
Sounds like a plan.
Well, let's try to find another way, okay? A way to get out of here with all 8 of us.
That's impossible! Are you being serious? You do know that only 5 people at most can go through one of the numbered doors, right? The number 9 isn't going to be an exception to that rule. Regardless, at least 3 people will get left behind.
You're right, that is true.
The moment he said that, Junpei felt a chill run down his spine. It
Ah.
was true. How Lotus could remain cavalier, so terrifying a prospect, was beyond him. When they found the number 9, they would have to choose which 3 of them would die. Lotus's forehead furrowed.
Do you think I could have a moment alone? There are some things I need to think about.
Junpei and June turned and began walking away from Lotus. Talking to her had left them feeling ill. Junpei's heart felt heavy and his step sluggish. But he told himself pessimism would get them nowhere. So he forced himself to smile and turn to June.
Let's just focus on finding Snake for now, okay?
Yes, you're right. We can think about those other things later.
Junpei nodded.
Alright, where should we go next?
Probably go to the next episode now.
Sounds like a good place to go.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll catch you guys in the next episode, and
Yeah.
hopefully we can find Snake in this next episode.
Yep.
But
We'll see you then, and maybe we'll see Snake, but if we do, he won't see us.
Good one. Goodbye.
Bye.